All right, today we will be adding and subtracting radical expressions. When you do this, you want to make sure that you write your answers in simplest form. So to start off, go ahead and pause the video and complete the first 3 problems in the warm-up, which are just simplifying. Okay, so to simplify, what you're going to do is think of the greatest perfect square factor, which in this case is 36. 36 times 2 is 72. And then you take the square root of 36, which is 6. So your answer is 6 square root of 2. For 16, that's already a perfect square, so you don't have to do anything else. You just know that it is 4. And then for 3 square root of 8, 8 can be factored down into 4 times 2. The square root of 4 is 2, so now we have 3 times 2 times the square root of 2. And 3 times 2 is 6, so that is 6 square root of 2. Okay, now when you're adding and subtracting radicals, the key thing is to remember you can only add constants with constants of radical symbols. So they both have to have the same radical symbols, and they both have to have the same number under the radical symbol. These are called like radicals. When you simplify, just make sure it's in simplest form. Don't necessarily worry about do the equivalent decimals match. We're not going to worry about that today. So if we look at 1, we see we have 4 times the square root of 5 plus 1 square root of 5. Remember, it's just like with variables. Whenever we don't see a number in front of it, we assume there's a 1. So we do 4 plus 1, which is 5. So our answer is 5 square root of 5. Now, the square root of 5 is already in simplest form, so we don't have to worry about that. For B, square root of 3, square root of 3, those are like radicals. So we just go ahead and subtract. 9 minus 2 is 7. So our answer is 7 square root of 3. For C, again, like radicals, we do 9 minus 9, which is 0 square root of 2. Now, anything times 0 will always equal 0. Okay, for the next one, D, we see we have a 1 in front of the square root of 10 because there's no number. 10 and 10, those are like radicals, so I'm good to go. And I am going to go ahead and subtract 1 minus 4 to get negative 3. And I end up with negative 3 square root of 10. Okay, for E, okay, I have 2 sets of like radicals and then 1 that is not the same. So that means the only ones that I can add are these 2. So I do 8 plus 7, which in this case is 15. So I have 15 square root of 7. I can't do anything with the 2 plus square root of 13, so I just bring it down. So my final answer is 15 square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 14. Now, sometimes when you add or subtract for that matter, when you're not going to have like radicals right off the bat. So you're going to have to do some simplifying first and then combining the like radicals. So let's look at the first example. So we have 9 square root of 2 plus square root of 8. 8 can be simplified, so I'm not going to do anything with the 9 square root of 2. I'm just going to bring it down. And I'm going to simplify 8 into 4 square root of 2. That can then be simplified into 2 square root of 2. So now I have 9 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2, which is 11 square root of 2. Okay, B, again, 50 and 2 are not like radicals, so I need to simplify. 50 can be simplified into 25 times 2. So square root of 25 is 5, so now I have 5 square root of 2 minus 8 square root of 2. And then 5 minus 8 is negative 3, so my answer is negative 3 square root of 2. Okay, for C, I'm going to have to simplify 63, which I can simplify into square root of 9 times 7. And then the square root of 9 is 3. So I have 3 square root of 7. And then remember, no number, you assume there's a 1. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2. So my answer is 2 square root of 7. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. All right, let's try another one. All right, 4 square root of 9, square root of 4 and square root of 9. Those are both perfect squares. So those are just 2 plus 3, which is 5. Okay, for E, there is no simplifying. We can't go any further, so we would just leave it as the square root of 2 plus the square root of 5. Okay, for F, first we have to do some simplifying. So 8 can be changed to 4 times 2. 50 can be changed to 25 times 2. So now you have square root of 2 times the square root of 2, plus 3 times the square root of 2, plus 5 times the square root of 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So our answer is 10 square root of 2. Okay, next one. So this time, both of them can be simplified. So I have 4 times 7 plus 9 times 7. This becomes 2 square root of 7 plus 3 square root of 7. 2 plus 3 is 5, so our answer is 5 square root of 7. For H, 48 can be simplified to 3 times 16. Okay, we have then 4 square root of 3 plus 8 square root of 2. Notice they're not like radicals, so we can't go any further. That will happen sometimes. Okay, then we have 36 minus square root of 36 minus the square root of 200. Square root of 36 is a perfect square, so that's just 6. 200 can be written as 2 times 100. So you get 6 minus 10 square root of 2. Again, you can't go any further, so you would just write it as that. That is it for today's notes. So make sure that you are using these as you complete your homework tonight. If you have any questions, I will be here tomorrow to answer them.